Right now at noon, multiple units are responding to a house fire in Portage. We're live on the scene with the latest. And an update on the 4-year-old child that was shot in the foot early this morning on the city's east side.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Topping the news today, multiple fire departments are responding to a fire in the 900 block of West Wisconsin Street in Portage. Our Keely Arthur is there live with the latest. Keely.
Hi there, Mark. As you said, we are in Portage off of West Wisconsin Street. It's also Highway 16, and as a result, part of this highway is shut down because of the fire. Now, what we know now is that at around 9 a.m., flames broke out at this home behind me. There were 3 people in the home at the time of the fire. They made it out safely. Also, a dog inside. That pet is okay as well. The chief of the Portage Fire Department kind of emotional about the fact that everyone is safe, very happy about that outcome. As you can see, the home is severely damaged, perhaps a total loss. When crews arrived, there were already flames and smoke fully engulfing the home. A number of different departments from the area were on hand to help put things out. We're talking Lodi, Partyville, Wisconsin Dells. They did get this fire out in about a half an hour to an hour. The chief said they had to use thousands of gallons of water to get the fire out. He said it's very cold right now. A lot of crews were drenched in the process of all of this. They are getting medical attention. As far as the cause of this fire, we don't know that right now. Investigators are working to figure that out as we speak. We're going to have sound from neighbors and the chief of the Portage Fire Department coming up in 4, 5, and 6 on News 3 Now at those hours, Mark.
All right. Thankfully, everyone is okay. Keely Arthur reporting live from Portage. Thank you. A 4-year-old child's in the hospital after a shooting on Madison's east side early this morning. Police say it happened in the 5900 block of Jackson Quarry Lane around 12:30. Police said the gun was left in a place that the 4-year-old had access to. The child was playing with the gun when it fired and hit the child in the foot. The injury is not believed to be life-threatening, and the child's expected to be released from the hospital. They're investigating the incident as a weapons violation and believe it was accidental. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a cold forecast for us.
Yeah, things look a little bit wintry as we go outside this afternoon. This is our live look over the Edgewater sky camera. There are clouds and even a few flurries flying down in the distance. That's all it's going to amount to is just a few flurries. This is that storm system that was a lot weaker continues to pass by towards the south. There's a strong breezy wind out there coming out of the north at 13 miles per hour in Madison, but in some areas that breeze is as high as 18 or 20 miles per hour. So once again, it's a windy day. Here's Doppler track showing you how those flurries begin to pop up as they work their way down from the north, associated with some of the moisture we have coming in from the lakes. The bigger picture shows you that storm system well to our south and east. It's going to be impacting parts of Indiana and Michigan. But coming up, we're just a few minutes away from media discussing colder temperatures that are here to settle, at least for the week. Then there are some changes by the weekend and early next week, Mark.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Chris. Democratic Governor Tony Evers has vetoed a Republican-authored $250 million income tax bill. Evers vetoed the bill today at an elementary school in Wauwatosa, arguing that the legislature should instead back his plan to spend more on education. Evers had proposed spending $250 million on K-12 schools, with $130 million to reduce property taxes, but Republicans ignored his proposal. They say increasing funding for schools will be part of the debate over the next state budget in 2021. UW-Madison has suspended its spring 2020 study abroad program in South Korea as concerns grow over the coronavirus outbreak. The move comes after the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention raised its travel advisory for South Korea to level 3. That is the highest level. The decision impacts 5 students who enrolled at 2 South Korean universities. University officials say the students will return to the United States, but didn't say when. The UW also shut down its study abroad programs in China. President Trump is planning a news conference this evening to discuss the coronavirus with the CDC. He says public health officials in the U.S. should be prepared for a pandemic. Skylar Henry reports from the White House.
The Dow opened higher Wednesday morning as Wall Street tries to bounce back from huge losses Monday and Tuesday. Investors are trying to gauge how the rapidly growing coronavirus outbreak will impact the global economy.
We will get on the other side of this, but for now there's still more unknowns than knowns.
Italy is now reporting about 350 cases, prompting the State Department to issue a travel advisory today, asking U.S. citizens to exercise increased caution when traveling there.
Ai malati del coronavirus.
Pope Francis offered his prayers for the victims as many in the crowd in St. Peter's Square wore masks to protect themselves. In South Korea, workers disinfected buses to stop the spread of the illness. The U.S. military confirmed the first case of coronavirus in a U.S. service member in South Korea. A 23-year-old soldier based at Camp Carroll tested positive for the virus.
President Trump will hold a news conference this evening to discuss the U.S. response to the coronavirus. Senior White House officials tell CBS News the president is frustrated some health team members have spooked investors with dire predictions.
We need everybody to be thinking about this and really dusting off their pandemic plans if they're a public health department.
On CBS this morning, the CDC's Dr. Ann Schuchat slightly walked back the agency's warning Tuesday that it's not a question of if we will see the virus spreading in the U.S., but when.
We can't say for sure if we will get community transmission, but based on what we're seeing in Europe and the Middle East, we think it's more likely than we thought a week or two ago.
Federal health officials stress the outbreak is currently contained here in the U.S. Skyler Henry, CBS News, the White House.
There remains 53 cases of coronavirus in the U.S., 12 involving people who traveled to China, plus 2 people who were in close contact with them. There are an additional 39 cases involving Americans who were evacuated from the high-risk areas of China and the Diamond Princess cruise ship. Well, the National Democratic presidential frontrunner, Senator Bernie Sanders, was repeatedly attacked over his ideas, his record, and his electability in last night's debate. He argued his campaign has momentum and a grassroots movement behind him that can lead Democrats to victory. In a CBS News poll after the debate, nearly half of the viewers that we spoke to said that they were nervous about the candidates. Almost the same amount said they were optimistic. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Do memories of your school cafeteria make you smile or cringe? The recipe we're whipping up today is one I bet we all wish we had.
Take an extra day to save at Ashley Home Store's 72-hour Leap Day sale. This Saturday through Monday with a Preview Day Friday. Get our biggest discounts of the year store-wide. Line up early Saturday for a free gift. Save up to 70% off furniture and doorbusters throughout the store. Plus an extra 20% off our sale prices. That's our best bonus deal of the year. And don't miss the final days of Mattress Marathon with huge savings on sleep store-wide. Leap Day weekend only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
If your home is drafty and cold in the winter and your heating bills are out of control, it's time for a visit from Dr. Energy Saver by Larson Home Services. Dr. Energy Saver will show you where and why your home is using, losing, and wasting energy. We will conduct a comprehensive heat map analysis of your home, identifying problem areas like failing attics, vented crawl spaces, and leaky can lights. We'll set up a blower door, a powerful fan mounted on an exterior door to pull air out of your home, lowering the pressure inside and allowing us to pinpoint your troublesome areas. We offer a full range of installation services for your home. These home energy upgrades will save you money on your energy bills and make your home more comfortable. Our team will provide effective, long-lasting solutions, and right now, take 50% off installation labor, get a free heat map analysis of your home, and get a $100 Visa gift card when you sign up for a Dr. Energy Saver package. Call now and set up your free estimate because this doctor makes house calls.
The new iPhone 11 runs on Straight Talk without a contract and a plan that's up to half the cost of big carriers. With the new ultra-wide camera, your shareable moments are ultra-shareable. Because you're on a network that's more than just big talk. The new iPhone 11. Now get the unlimited plan for just $45 a month on America's best 4G LTE networks. Straight Talk Wireless, everything for less.
Stein Steinhaffel's biggest President's Day sale has been extended. Last chance to save 35 to 75% store-wide, plus an extra $100 off. Get incredible deals like this queen bookcase bed, $249. Three-piece dining set, $459. Sofa, $599. Five-piece dining set, $699. Two-piece sectional, $799. Plus, Steinhaffel's now carries purple mattresses. Try it before you buy it. Plus 60 months special financing. Steinhaffel's President's Day sale ends Friday.
Hi, folks. Thursday morning, we will have the latest on the growing concern of coronavirus.
And we're also bringing you more attention to the issue of eating disorders. We'll hear from someone who's recovered from one and warning signs parents should look out for.
We'll see you at 4:30.
The other day, a bunch of us were talking about foods that we remember from our school cafeteria days. One that I always loved was Sloppy Joe. It sounded so good when we were talking about it that I decided to recreate it, but with a twist. We started out by sauteing some ground beef along with some chopped onion and green pepper till it's brown. After pouring off the drippings, we add in some tomato sauce, a splash of Worcestershire, cider vinegar, yellow mustard, some brown sugar, garlic powder, and a little salt and pepper. After that simmers for a bit, we pour it into a casserole dish and top it with spoonfuls of biscuit dough that we just threw together from a mix. We'll bake it off, and what we end up with is nothing short of spectacular. It's so tasty, your gang's gonna wonder where you came up with this one. And when you serve the saucy, meaty filling over the biscuits, get ready for some good eating. I hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our Sloppy Joe biscuit bake so you can make new memories with a twist on an old cafeteria favorite. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we've rediscovered a nostalgic way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Right, Howard, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. A cloudy and cool Wednesday. Meteorologist Chris Reese has more in your first warn forecast after the break.
Take an extra day to save during the last stretch of the Mattress Marathon at Ashley Home Store's 72-hour Leap Day sale. Save up to 70% off doorbuster mattresses during this final week, including our best deal of the year on brands like Tempur-Pedic and iComfort. Leap Day weekend only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganzer. Have you heard the news? Ganzer Company is your home for J.D. Power's top-ranked window and patio door manufacturer, Infinity from Marvin. You'll get 80 years of our experience to make an informed decision in 80 minutes.
Schedule your free in-home consultation and get your home ready for the Wisconsin winter.
Ganzer has the answer. Remember, 80 years and 80 minutes from a local family business of 4 generations.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet, commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
Like a builder during Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour Leap Day appliance sale. This weekend, you pay what the builders pay, which means savings up to 50% off, plus a free 10-year warranty and free delivery. Leap Day weekend only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Setting the stage for the visually impaired.
Lights are dimming. The story takes place in Georgia.
The voice behind Overture Center's live audio description and how the service is enriching the theater experience for those in need.
It enhances it immensely.
Thursday on News 3 Now at 10.
Wisconsin voters deserve the truth. I'm News 3 Now's Amy Reed. I'm breaking down political ads, explaining whose money is behind them and separating truth from misinformation. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
Our Call for Action phone bank is open right now, ready to take on your consumer issues. You can call the hotline, and volunteers will help you with any consumer complaints. The number is 608-270-2833. The service is open every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday between 11 and 1. Coronavirus remains the focus on Wall Street and the top cities if you're still after that perfect new job for 2020. Diane King Hall has more in today's Money Watch report.
Started the session higher while investors in Asia and Europe sent stocks lower. Market watchers remain on high alert over the coronavirus. Wall Street's fear gauge ticked slightly lower today after double-digit jumps on Monday and Tuesday. Another company is revealing the impact of the coronavirus on its business. Papa John says the outbreak has forced it to close about 50 stores in China. And while Papa John says it doesn't expect a big impact to its earnings, the company says there is significant uncertainty over the potential impact if the virus becomes more widespread globally. Jimmy John's is removing Sprouts from its menu. The restaurant chain received a warning letter from the FDA linking several E. coli outbreaks to the sandwich chain. The letter accuses the chain of engaging in a pattern of receiving and selling contaminated produce. Jimmy John's says Sprouts have been removed from restaurants across the nation until further notice. And career website Glassdoor is out with its list of best cities for jobs this year. Raleigh landed at the top of the list. Pittsburgh was second. Indianapolis rounded out the top three. Glassdoor ranked dozens of metro areas in the U.S. based on hiring opportunity, cost of living, and job satisfaction. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Diane, thank you. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 182 points. The NASDAQ up 90. The S&P 500 gaining 23. Nice to see those up symbols for a change. Let's check in now with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee. She's in the radio barn.
Yeah,
how are things looking today?
That they just kind of keep on going after all the points that we lost. Commodities today are also pretty quiet, Mark. We're not necessarily gaining back as rapidly as we might have liked, but we're at least holding the line when it comes to corn and wheat. Dairy is still trying to figure out what all this means to its markets. Dr. Mark Stevenson with the Center for Dairy Profitability was a guest speaker yesterday at the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture's monthly dairy exchange. He had been predicting that Wisconsin dairy farmers would see milk prices closer to $20 a hundredweight. He said he's still sticking to that, still believes it's possible, but it's probably going to take until the fourth quarter or so of 2020. The other thing that this coronavirus has done, Dr. Stevenson had projected that February was going to be the lowest milk price month in the calendar year. Now he said he's pushing that out to April. He said really trying to find the relationship between our milk prices and what's going on with the coronavirus, that's a tough path, but it's one that he continues to monitor. A lot of conversations in agriculture these days, not just about the sickness, but boy, we just cannot get transportation moving. There are literally truckloads and truckloads of produce and meat that are headed into China, so much so now that they just don't even have enough electrical space to plug in the reefers, the refrigerated semi-containers, and keep that product in good condition. So it is really becoming quite an issue for basically anything perishable, which most of agriculture's goods are perishable when it comes to China and its market, regardless of what's going with tariffs. Barrel cheese again today, quiet at $1.59. 40-pound black cheese also quiet today at $1.76. The AA butter down another penny at $1.72 a pound. So, yeah, this story just continuing to unfold. And remember, agriculture on high alert here, not knowing what could happen with the coronavirus if we do start to see outbreaks in the human population here. So, everybody a little bit on pins and needles, if you know what I mean.
A lot of question marks, that's for sure. All right, Pam, thank you. Let's get some answers in the weather department. Chris has the forecast for us.
Yeah, that's right, Mark. I've been watching this setup for the past couple of days. This is still that storm system that was threatening to impact us earlier on, but it trended weaker and further towards the south. Still, nonetheless, we are seeing some of those snowflakes continue to fly very close to us, but particularly south and east. You're talking from Detroit through Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, over towards parts of Illinois and St. Louis, getting in on some light accumulating snow. A lot of this has been south of Chicago. Now, here in Wisconsin, we are seeing some snowflakes flakes come our direction from the north. Those have popped up as we've gone through the past 6 hours. We'll continue to see that flurry chance as we go through the rest of the afternoon and evening as well. We're watching some of those flurries on the Edgewater Sky camera as we speak. Temperature-wise, we sit right at 26 degrees. Winds coming out of the north at 13 miles per hour. That wind chill coming in at 15 as well. But that strong northerly wind, folks, that sticks around as we go pretty much through the day. My tie has a mind of its own. I'm going to adjust that just a little bit. But we're going to see the northerly wind keeping those temperatures on a cooler note. We'll top out right around 30 by the time we get you into the peak heating of the afternoon, and then keep those flurries around pretty much into the overnight hours before things begin to dry out. We'll see somewhat clearing skies. Lows are going to fall down into the mid-teens for a lot of us. Some of us will move into the single digits by the time we get you towards tomorrow. Now, tomorrow afternoon, check out how we're cooler. Here we are at 3:30 on Thursday. A lot of those temperatures are only into the mid-20s at this point. So today is cooler than yesterday. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit cooler than today as we continue to see some of that colder air in play. And then by tomorrow night, we'll actually drop down a little bit cooler than 13. We have our forecast low for Thursday night and the Friday down at 9 right now. That's all thanks to this colder air that's in place at the moment. But I want to show you what begins to happen as we move towards the weekend. We're actually going to see some warmer temperatures begin to take over the pattern. Notice the greens on the map starting to show up and work their way towards the upper Midwest. This is at least a brief warm up. Then we'll start to see more shots of cold perhaps coming our way towards the end of that. But watch the temperature trend overall. Our average high now is at 35, so we are warming up. By the time we get you towards day 10, our average high becomes 39 at this point. But we cool down into the 20s. We're in the 20s for your highs. We're still below average through Saturday, but by Sunday, that change comes in. We jump up into the low 40s, and we'll have a chance for rain these days. Not heavy snow, heavy rain. We're going to be watching that one closely, and then we'll stay on the milder note as that average temperature gets closer to 40 as we enter in to your March. So with that being said, the forecast is getting better, folks, but nonetheless it's still just average Wisconsin weather for this time of the year. But we've been cold and snowy for a while, so it just seems like a big change to have a forecast like this.
Yeah, big change indeed.
Yeah, I was like, that's not one that we've talked about. I have to get my rain boots out, I guess, and get ready for that one, but we'll see.
All right, Chris, thank you.
My pleasure.
Ahead on News 3 Now at noon, one California family wasn't ready to say goodbye to the dog that helped save their lives. We'll explain after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When you're sick, so sick your heart hurts.
And your mind races.
When you think that you might have cancer, and then they tell you,
you have cancer.
And you just want somebody to say,
it's going to be okay.
This is where we treat cancers that were once thought untreatable, where success is measured in lives saved and dreams fulfilled. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
The bladder control aisle. You won't shop here again. Your private business is your own. The constant struggle is over. Now there's a better way. It's HDIS. We home deliver bladder control products. We understand how you feel. For over 25 years, we've home delivered to many of the 20 million Americans who deal with incontinence. We offer all brands. We pay shipping and use plain, unmarked boxes. If we can help you or someone you care for, call for your free product sample pack and $45 in money-saving coupons. Our counselors will help you choose the right product. And unlike stores, we're always in stock. You'll get what you need. Satisfaction guaranteed. HDIS. The better way.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog, $45 in money-saving coupons, and free product samples, call 1-800-548-4176. That's 1-800-548-4176.
Save big money in your next project with 11% off everything at Menards. Eliminate hard water stains and scale buildup in your home with Morton Water Softeners. This unit features innovative regeneration technology that monitors your water usage to maximize salt and water efficiency. This 27,000 grain unit is an ideal choice for small to medium households. All water softeners are now 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Buy like a builder during Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour Leap Day Appliance Sale, Saturday through Monday with a Preview Day Friday. You pay what the builders pay, which means savings up to 50% off top appliance brands. Plus, no other store in Wisconsin can offer free delivery, free setup, free financing, and a free 10-year limited warranty on your purchase. No one will beat our prices or match our deals. Hurry in. Sale ends Monday, only at Furniture and Appliance Mart, located inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Well, losing a dog is tragic, and most families will do anything to get their furry friends back. So one California family found an unusual way to keep their dog's memory alive. Matt Boone has the details.
Come on, buddy. There you go. Your buddy's over here.
Ziggy the dog is like a lot of other labs, exuberant and very curious about our camera.
He got a nose print on the lens there, bro.
He's David and Alicia Shearhart's second dog.
Just kind of a memory collection of him. We have his ashes here.
Their first lab was Marley, who they had for 12 years. They got Ziggy 5 years later. Their similarities uncanny.
They have the same personality. They play the same. They favor the same toys.
That's because they are the same.
It's like the same technology that Dolly the sheep was cloned with a long time ago.
Yes, Ziggy is a clone of Marley, made possible by a company called Viagen. The family made that decision right after Marley died. To them, he wasn't just a dog. They owed their lives to him.
This was in 2014, and Alicia was about 4 months pregnant.
They were on a hike on Battle Mountain. Alicia was looking for a walking stick.
Suddenly saw Marley dart out in front of me.
Marley sensed something that Alicia did not.
Saw this really big stick, and so I was focused on grabbing that, and I didn't even see the snake until Marley came and was clawing.
A coiled rattlesnake had been right next to the stick, but slithered away when Marley jumped in.
It was just really special.
Now, with their growing family, they were ready to bring Marley back.
It's gone beyond my expectations as far as what Ziggy would be.
Viagen's website lists the cost as $50,000. For the Shearharts, it's a small price to pay to give life to a dog and save theirs.
I just couldn't think of any better way to do that, to have, over, their years growing up, to have Ziggy around.
In Escondido, Matt Boone, 10 News.
Quite a remarkable story.
Yeah, that is quite a remarkable story.
$50,000.
No. All right. Well, here's what happens as we go through the rest of today, folks. We had the clouds out there. Some of us may even continue to see some flurries. That's what's happening in Madison right now, and especially as you work your way over towards the east. Temperature-wise, it's going to be a struggle to get out of, really the 30s as we go through today. We'll struggle out of the 20s for your Thursday. By the weekend, we gradually see those temperatures returning into the 40s, and check out what happens by Monday. It's a long stretch of those temperatures close to 40. We're tracking rain for Monday and Tuesday, potentially into your Wednesday as well. But the model trends coming in perhaps a little drier, so maybe we get to see more sunshine. We'll continue to update that forecast as we go through the day, Mark.
All right, it's a ways off. We'll keep an eye on it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.